I mean, you are telling about earlier, like when we are working with the current organization, so whether it is, I mean, active or not, we are maintaining the plan version, correct?
Uh, Plan version we are not maintaining. Like suppose using the plan, like through the plan version, you can identify whether this organization structure is active or not. Like
Yes.
when you will be working in real time, suppose you are doing some modification in organization structure. So sometimes what happens, suppose when you will search for your organization structure in SAP, so there you it might reflect 2 3 organization structure, fine, for the same company. So that time suppose when you will try to find out which one is the right one, so we always check the plan version, like double click on your company in the left side, top you will find the plan version, fine. So if the plan version, if you see it 01, then understand it is, this is the active one, so here only I have to do the modification, fine. So from that we can identify, because suppose uh, when you will be joining in any project, suppose before that the team has already started working, like there are already the existing project, fine. So how you will understand which one is the current one? So using the plan version we can identify, because which is not in use, for that plan version will not be 01, it will be something else, fine.
Okay. Who will maintain that plan version?
That is completely your basis part, like uh, either basis part, or suppose who are taking care of the maintenance team, they will be taking care of that, like what are the plan version, how that plan version can be configured, or how that plan version can be changed, fine, how to make the plan version active. So this is not in HCM part, I'm not sure, maybe the integration or basis team, fine. So we only check what is the plan version, so accordingly we can proceed.
Okay. For example, we are maintaining, I mean, we are in implementation project. That time we are
Mm.
creating the organization structure. Then what
For
about
the
that?
first time.
For the first time, yes.
Yeah, yes. Like suppose while doing it in this server, you get the plan version as 01, right? So that will be taken care of. Like automatically it will be reflecting. So if you do not see, suppose when you are trying to create, if you see something else, like plan version is coming something else. So that time we mostly mention, like suppose if any reporting manager is there, we inform them, or anything regarding the server or application, we inform the basis team, fine. So they will take some time, like 1 day or 2 day, they will give you the outline, so it will be resolved, fine. We don't have to do that, like we only take care of the organization structure. Plan version, if it is existing project, you can verify whether that is active or not. But suppose for first time when you are trying to create, it is showing something else, then you have to check your reporting manager. So otherwise, if suppose you have the authority, then directly you can mention to the basis team that this is what it is reflecting, so accordingly they will take care.
Where we can check whether it is plan version is active or not. Where, I mean, what are the exact steps? Can you please tell me that?
In your organization structure only window only, suppose try to create the organization structure in your PPOC underscore old, there only it will be reflecting in the down that what is your plan version, while creating only it will be showing.
Okay. We are not doing anything that time, correct?
No, 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 nothing. Suppose when you are trying to create, plan version is, it will be showing 01, because when you will be working in real time, you will be having separate team for maintenance, fine. So everything should be available in your system. If not, then we have to reach out to the maintenance team. So mostly basis team will come under that. So we reach out to them. Otherwise, if it is reporting manager, otherwise we don't do anything.
Okay.
Because see, SAP, everything is module wise, fine. Suppose if you are HCM consultant, you will be doing only HCM part. Fine. Suppose few things you will be having the access. Suppose FICO integration we have, right? So only for chart of account and fiscal year variant we can go to the FICO module. Only that authorization you will be having. Rest apart authorization you will not be having. So if you don't have authorization, we don't get the manual also that where we go and where we can maintain the plan version. So that is why we inform to the server maintenance team or basis team that instruction you will be having. So accordingly we reach out, like either we mail or raise a ticket or inform the reporting manager or higher authority. Some process we follow. Fine. But while creating it, it should be reflecting down that what is your plan version.
Okay. And what about that, how we can check the relationship between position and organ units?
Relation is not consultant part. Suppose info type 1002, fine. That is completely end user part. So info type 1002, I think yes. So that
We have
is
access to view that.
Go with PP01, fine. That is the end user transaction code we have. PP01, yeah. So PP01, if you go, then all the info types will be coming. So they are, if you go with the relations, then it should be reflecting. Fine. But as it is an end user window, I am also not sure. But yeah, that is the process. PP01 is the, like how we have PA40, PA30 for end user part, like the same way PP01, yeah, that is what they are using. OM info types relation, it will be reflecting.
Okay, at that time we can click on that relationship and we can click on the display or what? Can I
No,
share
you
my
will not
screen?
have the access. Suppose if you join as HCM functional consultant, end user part you will not have the access. As I am saying, suppose if you are particularly joining as consultant, you will not have any access to the any other module. Fine. So end user authorization we don't have. So we do not check this. This is not in our responsibility. Fine. So if end user team, if it is there, then they will have the access. Fine. So this is not in our role. But
It's
if you want to
completely the
view,
end user part.
yes, only see if you are joining as consultant, you don't have to take care of any info type. Fine. This is applicable for all the modules. I'm not saying this is for OM. For PA, OM, time management, payroll, whatever info type we have, we do not touch them. Fine. That is not our job. So we are only responsible for the configuration. Fine. So they are completely responsible for the info types. For relationship, it is only the info type is available, so where they can view. So I am not sure as maximum end user team we are following up for employee records, because they will be asking you for employee group, subgroup, personal area, sub area. Fine. So that time we have the information that yeah, PA40 and PA30, that is what they are using, and as we are creating the action types.
Hmm?
So sometimes we try to collect what is the transaction code they are using, so that we can just verify. But real time you will not have the access to it. So you cannot verify also whether it is reflecting or not. So you have to mention to the end user team. So for that you have to raise a ticket, you have to uh, mail some access you will be having, then you will get to know. Fine. So as of now, PP01, yeah, that is, I'm not sure, again I'm telling, but that is the transaction code I think they're having for OM info types. Fine. So they are, all the organization management info types will be coming. Relation also same. Fine. Relation 1002. So that is, there it can be viewed. Fine.
Okay. Okay. If in organization structure, if there is no chief, okay. So for example, one department, HR department, or any other department, finance department. Okay, we have the time only 2 HR managers. There is no chief in that, so directly we can elevate to those and assign the subordinates. Is that correct?
Right.
There is no chief also, we can elevate those 2 managers, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Right,
okay,
right.
correct. And also, I mean, chief is there. Okay, we have created one new position required for the department because the client required for that, one HR manager required. So that time I have created, and can we elevate the position and assign the subordinate? That is also correct. Correct. I mean,
Yes,
need not
yes.
to reporting to direct chief.
Yeah, that is possible.
It's possible, right? Okay.
Yes.
And another one case, I have I mean, I have another question as well. I mean, what I told you, the above 2 cases, each and every employee reports to the senior employee.
Okay,
Correct?
fine.
So in that case, but whereas the above cases, HR manager reports to whom? I mean, HR chief is there. Correct? Director. Director is nothing but the chief to the particular department. Whereas one position need to created, another position is required. That is nothing but HR manager. It's directly we can elevate to the particular position. It's not comes under HR director. So the HR manager reports to whom? I mean, with whom?
Like if you are creating, suppose if you get chief requirement, then some position definitely you will be getting who will be reporting to the chief. Fine.
Correct.
In
Mm-hmm.
So that is why any positions should be there. Suppose if not HR manager, then senior HR manager you have to create, that will be reporting to the chief. Fine. But somebody should be there who will be reporting to the chief. Otherwise, we don't get chief requirement.
Okay, directly we can elevate the 2 position. If there is no chief, we can elevate the, for suppose example, HR managers is there. Okay, 2 HR manager directly we can elevate to the positions. So those 2 HR managers with whom, I mean, with whom they can report?
If you don't have any other position, suppose, then they will not report to anyone. Like they
Even.
will be working individually. Like HR managers, one HR manager is having the subordinate, so it will be taking off different operations, and another HR manager will be the other elevate who will be taking care of other this one operations. So it's not that they will be reporting to somebody. So they will be the individual contributor type who will be having their own teams.
Okay, directly in that case, directly they will assign to the org unit. It's showing like that, correct? Is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes. Like there will be no chief.
No chief. Okay. But exactly in some of the companies we can see like whether some of the people working under they are reporting to someone. Then HR director also as a chief he can report to some other person, right? Then how we can create that structure?
SAP basically, if any company wants to use SAP,
Mm-hmm.
then it should be department wise. Fine. Like if any one company wants to use SAP, reporting structure should be department wise. Otherwise, it should not be using the SAP, because SAP you don't have any other option. That suppose one chief, like suppose consider one HR director that is reporting to one particular regional head. Fine. Now suppose you have a separate department, so another HR manager will be reporting to the same regional head. That is not possible in SAP. Fine. SAP reporting structure prepared in this way. Otherwise, company will not use SAP. Fine. So if company have to use SAP for maintaining organization structure, then it is the way that department wise we create the reporting. Suppose one specific organization unit you have, so there should be suppose one chief, and suppose if any chief is there, the other subordinate or elevate will be reporting to the same. Fine. If you have different organization unit ID, suppose there you have HR manager, so that HR manager cannot report to the different organization unit ID chief. That is not possible. Fine. SAP, we don't have that option that we can add the position under different organization unit ID chief. Fine. So it has to be department wise, otherwise company will not use SAP.
The
Fine.
department head
So
only, so it's just chief, whether it is chief or not. Otherwise, we can elevate those positions and directly we can assign. I mean, it's showing like it's assigned to the org unit, organizational unit, correct?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So suppose you have one regional head in one particular organization unit ID. Suppose you have different organization unit ID in that some positions are there like HR manager, they will be also reporting to some regional head. So you have to create that regional head position, different regional head position in that organization unit ID. Then only they can report. Otherwise, other suppose positions from different organization unit, they cannot report to the different organization unit ID position. Fine.
Confused. Can you please repeat once?
Yes, suppose you have one organization unit ID, let's say you have two locations, fine, Delhi and Mumbai. So Delhi you are having, let's say, HR managers, and Mumbai suppose you are having HR director and HR managers. Fine. Now suppose uh, Delhi location HR manager, they cannot report to Mumbai location HR director, whether they have or not. Fine. Like suppose Delhi location HR manager have to report to HR director. Fine. Then HR director position should be available in Delhi location. So we cannot make Delhi HR managers reporting to the Mumbai HR director. That is not possible in SAP. Fine. It should be department wise.
Okay, same location, same position, correct?
Yes, like
Same location,
uh,
different position. It's not available in SAP.
yeah,
Like my personal
yeah,
area and personal sub areas.
exactly, exactly. So everything is divided, right? One location we cannot link with the others. Like policy wise, you can link, but suppose the personal sub area you are creating in Mumbai, fine. So that sub area same code you cannot use for Delhi. The same is applicable for your organization unit. Like whatever positions you are creating in Delhi, that remains in Delhi. They cannot go outside of it. If outside, then only employee can move. Only person, not any position or not any organization unit.
Okay. And one more thing at the last, uh,
Yes.
one senior manager is there. I mean, senior manager means he's head. Like senior manager, I have created like he is a chief. So
Hmm.
what about now the same department, one HR director position I have created. Okay. So
Hmm.
now there is two chiefs. One is HR director, HR director as well as senior manager. So how can
Same
I change?
department, you cannot have two chief.
Ah,
Same department, you can have only one chief.
and chief earlier it was senior manager. Okay, but now,
Earlier it was okay.
as per client requirement, one HR director position is there. So I have created, and he is to be chief. So that time, can I delete the earlier chief, or how can I change the
Yes.
position as elevate? Senior manager
Suppose,
under HR director as a chief,
yes,
correct?
yes, yes,
So how
yes.
can I change that particular position, senior manager? Earlier it was chief. Now the chief changed in the particular department. So how
Yeah,
can
so delete chief option I have showed you, right? Like
yes.
suppose one position, suppose initially you have created HR director as chief. Fine.
Hmm.
So now senior manager will be the chief. Fine. So delete chief, and when you will be selecting any position and delete chief, automatically that position will not be chief anymore. Fine.
Okay. Okay.
Then select the senior manager position again and go to create chief and save. Automatically that position will become the chief. Fine.
First we need to
Then
delete the existing position, then only we have to create
yes,
a position, correct? Chief.
yes, right.
I
Create
think
chief.
what I did, Okay, what I did, I have created the chief, but it is showing two chiefs, but it's
Yes.
not existing in the real picture. So that is the reason I have
Yeah.
deleted one
Right. Right.
chief,
Right.
and again I did that. It's a elevate position. I have recreated the
Yes.
position as elevate. That is also possible
Okay.
in that, but I don't know whether it in the real time scenario is it correct way or not.
Real time it's fine. Like suppose if any position which was earlier chief, fine. Suppose that position will not be chief anymore, fine. In that case, just select that position and delete chief. It will not be chief anymore, fine. Then suppose another position will become the chief. So you have to select them and create chief. That position will be the chief, fine. So in that case, suppose the position which was earlier chief, so that position will be reporting to somebody, fine. So whom it will be reporting, you have to select that as elevate and you can assign. Otherwise, if it will be reporting to the chief, then you know how to make the subordinate to the chief, fine. So chief anytime you can delete, fine.
Okay. Then after then I have created the new chief, and at the same time earlier it was I mean, whereas chief, now we can assign the as elevate position. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
right. Yeah, that is right.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you, Somrita.
Okay,
When
fine.
when I'm doing practicing that time, even I have.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Now I can understand confusion will arise because real-time scenarios are quite different from SAP, right? So that is why it will be coming. Like when you will be used to, then yeah, but as of now, it might come. Right. All right. Okay. So, hi Vaishnavi, how are you?
Good evening, ma'am. All good.
Hi. Good evening.
Hi.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Somrita, in real time, what happened?
Yes.
End users
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
doing their job, right? That time, I mean, if they are having any questions or how we'll do that, and if might be they are, I mean, configurations level they don't want, but relationships also how we can maintain, and these those all are who will give training or means
They
something.
end user basically, if anyone is joining as end user, company as it is a live process. So basically, they will be having the training from the company itself. Fine. That this is how you will be maintaining. These are the details we maintain. So they will have the complete separate trainings for it. Fine. Like institute you won't be finding any because end user this is a kind of real time situation, fine. Like once everything is done, project is available, then they should be coming into the picture. So company, if they are hiring anyone as end user, mostly suppose somebody is working as HR executive or in core HR team, so sometimes company will pick from them, fine, because they will be giving that person some training for 2 3 months. Then they will be using SAP for capturing all the records, fine. Otherwise, sometimes from finance, like somebody, suppose in core finance, I'm talking about accountants or payroll executive, fine. So they hire accordingly, like they change their responsibilities accordingly. Otherwise, if company is not having anyone, then they will be hiring some person as end user consultant. So they will be directly coordinating with the client itself. Like from where they will be getting the employee details, what are the records they have to maintain. So if they are getting hired from the code process also, they will not have any relation with them. Fine, like suppose one accountant is coming and saying that this is the financial year you have maintained, so you can maintain the same for that employee. They will not maintain. So instruction has to be from the company client, and then they will make the changes. Fine. This is for all, basically they are taking care of entire info types from 0 to 8999, whatever the company will be. Definitely every company will not maintain all the info types, that is not possible. This is cost effective. Fine. So companies prefer to maintain some important info types for the employees. Fine. So within that, suppose for all module they have to take care of all modules. Suppose few from SD, few from FICO, few from HCM, so accordingly they will be maintaining. Fine. So they will have for training for that, like what is the company process or how many employees, what are the information they should be maintaining. So whatever the company will be keeping record, then only for that they will receive the information. Fine. So they will be having the access to that info types only. So everything they are direct with the client, like how suppose if you join as functional consultant, how you'll be getting mail from the client, that the same way they are also having their spokesperson, so only from them they receive all the documents. Fine. So accordingly they maintain the information.
Okay. If possible, can you
Fine.
please show me the expert mode? Even I did not get a chance to, check on that because my validity is expired. So I have informed to
Okay.
so that's the reason.
Fine. See, I'm just showing you how it looks like. Wait, I'll just log in. Real time, when you will be working, this is simple maintenance manual you will be receiving for the training. So follow the same. Fine. Do not practice anything from expert mode or organization stuffing, because transaction code also will be blocked. Fine. So, but yes, uh, I'll just show you once.
I know, I understand that, but I just want to know the picture how it look like.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Ma'am, password has been updated.
Okay. What is it?
Ma'am, it's India @1234, I capital.
This is saying wrong. This is the right user ID, right?
Yes,
It
yes.
is changed. No. Wait. Now it's working. Fine. See, EPOC, fine. This is the transaction code we have to create organization structure in organization and staffing mode. Fine. Enter. So this type of window will open. You can just change the validity and continue. Fine. So this type of a window will open. Okay. So here, suppose if you have to create organization unit ID, same option you have. Suppose some company we can fill, let's say something random I'm taking, fine, suppose this one. Just mention the details also and then save. Okay, automatically this will be created. Fine. Again, if you have to create location under this, then select this organization unit. Here you have the option create. Go to create first, and then here it will be asking you whether you want to create organization unit or position. Suppose you want to add location, so select the same and continue. Fine. So under this company, one organization unit like location part will be created. Suppose I'm adding, let's say something, this one. So save it, it will be created. Okay. Again, if you have to add department, select the same, go to create and go to your organization unit, continue. Suppose here we can type, fine, suppose the department, fine, then save, it will be added. Okay. Now here if you have to create any position, select the department, go to create. Here it will be asking you, so we go with the position and continue. Fine. This is blocked. So here basically position of window will open. So you have to mention the short text and long text. Automatically the position will be created. Fine. So this is how we can create. Okay. Here we cannot, because dummy server also it will not be in use, because simple maintenance is the one what is used in the company. So on thought of that, institutes also blocked it. So this is the same way if you go with the PPO MEC. This is the window. Find the modification. Same window will open. Suppose organization unit I'm going. You have to modify. So search here. Go with the structure search. So company will be, you will be getting here, double click on IBM company. Suppose this is what I have created. Here validity comes like this. Fine. So this is your editing period. If you go here and change, so just change your start date and select your end date. Automatically this is how you will be taking and continue. Fine. So then you can make any types of changes, like you can see here. Whatever earlier we have created, everything is reflecting, but we cannot modify as the window is blocked. Fine. But if you have to create anything, the same way you can, like select the department, go to create. Fine. You have to select this position option and continue. Then position window will open. Fine. Here it will not allow because this is completely blocked. Okay. This is your organization and staffing mode. PP01 we are not using to create any, but I'm just showing you once. This is a separate object you will be having. See, this is how it will be available. So suppose you want to create organization unit, you can select here from this organizational unit and go to select this as object and go to create. Fine. Validity you can change here. Here you can mention the short text and long text. Suppose I'm adding this same one. Suppose something PQR. Here also I'm adding the same. Okay. Then you can say. Automatically it will be asking you to create the locations under it. Fine. So here you can mention, suppose no, I will not add that here. So I'm just going back. Fine. So this will be created and ID will be generated. Fine. Then if you have to create position, then you can change it to the position and then remove this. Okay. Go to create. So position window will open. I'll just check here if you need object. Fine. Go to create. So this is the option you will be getting. So add the short text and long text and then save. Fine. This is mainly for the info types, like you can see here. All the info types are maintained here, like I was saying, right? PP01. So these are the info types are there, which is available mostly by the end user team. They maintain this. We don't create any organization unit and position here because reporting is difficult to making them relate uh, to forming the relation. Fine. So whatever your existing organization structure, that you can view here. Suppose this is what we have, like this one. Fine. Suppose I'm removing this to organization unit. So whatever company, whatever we have created, that it will be reflecting. Okay. See, these are the info types, like whatever details will be maintained, that can be viewed here. Okay. This is mainly for maintaining the info types. It is important. Otherwise, we are not using this. So if you go with the relation, see, yes, relation you are asking, right? So PP01, this is it for the end user. So if they want, they can view. Relations will be automatically formed. Like when you create organization structure, then only see this relation will form. Fine. So they can view from here. We don't have to do with this relation, but based on your organization structure and reporting structure, report will be there, hierarchy will be there, backend relation will be there. Fine. So PP01, this is mainly used by the end user team for info types if they have to take care of, otherwise no. Fine. We are using only simple maintenance. So this is the window. Whatever information you have maintained, that you can view here. If you go with this PPOME or PP01. Fine. So we are using simple maintenance.
Whereas
Okay.
organization and staffing method and expert mode, both are same info type wise creation, correct?
No, no. Organization and staffing is not info type wise. It is if you go with this, this is how it will be coming. So this is not info type wise, like object wise. Fine. So you have the option here to create in this window. If you have to create organization, suppose here you want to create organization unit, go with this option create. It will ask you what object you want to create, organization unit or position. If you select organization unit or continue, then here organization window unit window will open. Type the short text and long text and save. That object will be added under here. If you have to create position, then select go to create, but here you have to select the position and then continue. Then position window will open, like short text and long text. Here it is restricted, like mostly server you will not have this option because they provide this simple maintenance part. See, now it is opening. See, here you will get the option, fine. So here you can just type your position like something, suppose HR manager, and you can type the text. Then save, automatically that position will be added under your this particular department. Fine. So here organization and staffing mode, this is not info type based, like this is completely object oriented. Okay, but PP01, that is completely info type based.
In the organization staffing method, we don't have a person to assign the position. It is not there. I mean, only organization unit and position is there. Whereas we have created the person to, whereas we
No, I
can
think
assign.
no, because I'm not using, like we are not using, right? So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
also not sure how to maintain, but option, yeah, option should be here. Like,
Yes, yes.
if you,
Maybe we can create from this, I think,
yeah,
position.
yeah, yeah. All the objects can be maintained. Fine. So definitely, we should have the option, but here it is not reflecting. Suppose
We create
if
that,
I,
but it's showing like only organization unit and position, whereas it's not there. Person is
person
not.
is not coming,
Yes,
but
yes.
person option should be there. Suppose if I select this position, if I go to person, we can, fine. If you search here, let me try.
Most of the companies are using only simple maintenance, not at all organization
All are
staffing.
using simple. Yeah,
Okay.
all are using simple maintenance because reporting structure is not there, right? Yeah, you will be assigning, you will be able to assign the employee. Fine. See, it is done.
Whereas it's not reflecting, but here we can assign from this.
Yeah, yes, like select the position, go to person, list will appear, double click on that and save. Fine. So
Okay.
that person will be assigned to that particular position. Okay. So, but companies we are not using, you will not have training also for this. Like you will not receive a single manual also. So as reporting structure is not available, right? So that is why, see, basically company SAP lot of the things can be done, right? But company have to purchase it, right? So basically how, what is the minimum things are required for a company to complete all the process, that is what the companies are doing, right? That is the reason, suppose organization structure you have three methods. Company will not go for the three things. Like it will take the addition only for simple maintenance and continue because there we have the reporting and organization both. Right. That is the reason. Otherwise, if they have to add this way, then lot of the things like payroll also there are a lot of things. So they have to purchase and automatically the cost will be high, right? So they try for minimal things. That is why we don't have the access for this. They don't give training also. They will simply tell you that go simple maintenance. These are the methods. So during your training, fine. So you will be following that. Like most of the cases, freshers who are joining in the organization directly without training, so they don't know that organization structure. We are having three methods. They will, if you ask them, they will say you that we have simple maintenance. That is how the companies we have.
Okay. In simple maintenance, we have only reporting structure, whereas the organization staffing
Yes.
department, we don't
Yes.
have the reporting structure.
No.
That is the
No.
one main thing.
That is the main reason. That is the main reason. Like ASAP, you have many things like performance appraisal also we have. Fine, but company still now performance appraisal is not implemented in any countries for SAP. The reason is that is cost effective. Fine, because appraisal method should be there. Then core HR team also will be using SAP, so they have to extend the user access, right? So on top of that, they prefer to keep few things on premise like code process. Fine. Otherwise, SAP also we have performance appraisal option, but companies are not implementing that. Right. So that way, like they will always try to save the cost, right? Like what is minimally possible, just continue with that. That is the reason.
Okay, Samrita. Thank you.
Fine. Okay. PD, I'm briefing you what it is. Uh, this is a module, some module we have. Again, the most important information for the sum module, December 2025. After that, this is going completely obsolete. Fine. So this sum module will not exist. It will not be part of any. Like suppose travel management, initially it moved out from HCM and it became part of the SAP Concur. The same way for PD, the situation is different. PD is completely moving out and it will not be part of anyone. Fine. So, but till 2025, like December 2025, we have this. Okay. So, if you are joining somewhere, if they want to use this configuration, there you can. Fine. This is mainly we have for talent management. So how the company is doing the recruitment process or entire hiring process, that we don't have to maintain. Only few things, like suppose uh, one thing is important here, that is applicant. Fine. Suppose companies, we have the employees, like we mostly deal with the employees part. Here this module is entirely based on the applicant, like types of applicant. Okay, we have external and internal. Okay, external means they are the applicants who are applying for any position from the uh, outside sources, like suppose it can be newspaper, it can be social media, it can be job portals. Fine. Then advertisement, any external sources. Fine. And the applicants who are applying from the internal sources, like suppose you can consider company database. Fine. Or any employee referral. Fine. Or suppose any employee movement from one location to another. Okay, relocation. So these are all the internal sources. So based on these sources, whoever will be applying, that applicant will be considered as internal or external. Fine. That is a definition we have. Now what you have to do, these applicant sources you have to maintain, not with the employee, not with the applicant names. Company will be having some types of sources from which they hire the candidates. That sources you have to maintain. Like suppose what are the external sources and what are the internal sources. Okay. So definitely with the code. Okay, that is what we have to do. This is called medium. Fine. This is called medium in SAP. That you have to maintain the medium. Not only medium you will be maintaining. Suppose you are defining some medium as let's say newspaper or something, let's say job portal. Okay, then instrument as well. What is instrument? The exact media for it, like which newspaper, which job portal, that you have to define in SAP. Fine. Suppose something Times of India or let's say Indeed. Okay, whatever it is, that will be called as the instrument. Okay. So medium and instrument is important configuration we have. Then suppose address configuration we have. This is not mandatory configuration, but if client will ask you, then you have to maintain. So basically, suppose the candidates will be hired for some location. So that location detail address you have to maintain with some ID. Okay. Again, this is based on the personal area. Basically, whatever the personal area companies having, so only that locations applicants will be joining. So you can match with your personal area. That is what you will be getting. So that detail address we have to maintain the office address. Fine. This is the configuration we have. Okay. Other than this, another topic is available. There we don't do any configuration. You have to provide the information. Fine. That is called as uh, applicant group. Fine. And applicant range. So applicant group, like how you have employee group active and inactive, the same way applicant groups are predefined in SAP, right? Which is different type of applicants will be grouped together, and they are assigned with some standard numbers, right? So that you can view in SAP what are the applicant groups are available. So what happens, suppose if talent management process is linked with SAP, and then suppose the talent acquisition team, they will be needing this information, right? So through the SPOC, they can mail you that what are the applicant group for this particular group, or what is the number for this applicant group. So accordingly, you have to provide them the exact number, right? That is your applicant group. The same way, suppose category wise the groups are available, the same way subcategory wise the applicant ranges will be available. Suppose something for senior executive, something for managers, and something for uh, contract employees. So some applicant ranges, the subcategories will be available in SAP along with some numbers. So when they will be maintaining the applicant details, so they have to maintain this information group and range, right? So these numbers you have to provide them. Mostly they will check only once, because once you will share the entire list, they will not be uh, asking you any more. Like they are already having the list, right? But if anything is added by the company, then we can share that, right? So applicant group and applicant range, we don't have any configuration. Only for medium, instrument and address, we have the configuration. Fine. So this is only we have the PD. Interview when you will be appearing, there will be no question from PD. There is no theory. This is as you will be doing the configuration. So this is just for your understanding that applicant sources you have to maintain and the address. Okay. Only this is what we have. So I'm not starting the configuration today. Hardly 3-4 steps we have. So I will show this tomorrow, and after that I'll start with your time management theory. Fine.
Okay, Samita.
Fine. So this is just a brief for PD we have. Uh, Hardly it will take half an hour maximum, so or 15 minutes. So tomorrow I will start this, and then I'll explain. I'll start with the time management theory. Time management again, theory we have. So uh, like few theory we have which is not related to the configuration, which is completely related with the implementation process. Like when SAP time management will be implemented, how that will work. Fine. And few theory you have for the configuration. Now, for time management and payroll, basically we have lot of standard tools. Fine, like suppose if you have to define this, you have to use it. Right? So some numbers like 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, so that numbers you have to by heart, otherwise this is directly involved with your configuration, like whatever configuration you are doing, if you are not using the number, then the configuration will not be active. Fine. So some standard numbers are there. So we don't have any logic why it is 1 or 2, that is simply the process. Time and payroll, mostly process oriented module. So that numbers are important for interview. Fine, so that to by heart. That will be coming. So first I'll complete the configuration for PD, then I'll start with your time management theory. Fine.
Mostly, how many classes will be completing for those time management and payroll approximately?
Like rates what we have, that is for time and payroll only. Fine. So time and payroll, time if I consider, we will be having the configuration and payroll also, right? You can expect something like 21, yeah, 21 classes we need.
Okay, that is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine. So, I'm not sharing any notes today. Tomorrow I will start with your PD configuration, then I will share the PD notes, configuration one. Then I will start with the time theory. So whatever theory will complete, till that I will share. Then time management we have theory, so it will take one class, 1 or 2 class. Fine. So hopefully by day after tomorrow it will be done.
Amrita, validity expired. With whom should I ask?
Zareen only, just message her, just share the screenshot that this is
She
expired.
said like you can access now, but I did not get that because same error it's showing no validity.
Just take the screenshot and mention again that see it is again still it is out of date. Kindly active so that I can practice. Just share the screenshot. Fine. Otherwise, it will not work. Just share the screenshot again and mention it's still not working.
Sure.
Fine. Okay. Fine then. Binding up for the day. So tomorrow we will continue.
Okay,
Yes,
then. Thank
ma'am.
you then.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Fine then. Take care.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Take care.